Hello YouTube, how the hell are you? My name is Vac and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. We do need to send out an update or two. I've been kind of pressed for time, still have not automated this. I need to buy an extender for my USB to my Stream Deck. Because apparently plugging it into a hub, it will not work. Or at least the first time you reset the computer, it stops working. And that's pretty much good enough. Little copy pasta. We'll get this thing going. Give it a minute. See if any subscribers jump in. Typical live stream shit. Let's see what everybody did overnight. Torp raising Killmonger and Shuri. Looks like he's working on his Wakanda. Red's raising Ebony Maw. You wouldn't know that's our littlest guy. That's our littlest guy. And he's got some good characters. So we're gonna all right, so let's get down to our daily actions. We got about 8 minutes before the war starts, and we'll have to make a call on that. So let's go ahead and try to pick up anything that's hard ceilinged right now, like these orbs. We'll pick those up so that we can start generating more. And we'll have a quick look at the store here, see if there's any offers that intrigue us. I don't know how much mutant gear I really need. I probably need a lot. Let's go ahead and pick that up. X-Force after all, am I right? X-Force. Alright, so we don't need that, we don't need that. We don't need that. That's a pretty good offer. 250K for 10 bucks. That's a really good offer. We're picking these up. We don't need the gold right now per se, but we will. And there's plenty of characters we could raise and level. I've probably got a good number of training mats saved up. So let's pick this gold up, because that's a pretty decent rate. And I would rather buy it at this rate now than later be like, oh shit, I'm out of gold, and then have to buy it out of orbs or some crap, because that's terrible. You don't want to do that. Alright, so mutant gear, more mutant gear. We did run out of... We ran out of cytoplasms. Everything else we're pretty good on. It's really just cytoplasms. I'm not going to worry about T3, but I will pick up the T4. You know, if this X-Force team turns out to be as dope as it looks, then we'll need it. And also, there's still some X-Men that we have not get to... well, we got them. I think we got them all to 13, but we still got a few we need to get to 14. Taking your time, game. Just take your time. There you go. There's no rush. 10 gold orbs. We'll definitely take that. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. Nice. Alright, so I'm pretty sure all those 12 are Ultimus orbs. Yep. So let's farm the store real quick. Not a lot there. Ooh, cytoplasms. We'll take that. Need to keep a closer eye for that. I rarely even look at the purple anymore. Definitely will take that. How are we doing on these? 500. We're fine. We're fine. We'll get those characters max. More cytoplasms. What we're really hoping for is, well, I don't even know at this point. Mostly bone marrow. Mostly marrow extract is what we need to get Cull Obsidian up. And then whatever we're going to need for the symbiotes is next. Like alien spores, we'll take those. I think I'm pretty low on this omnium. Yes, I am. We'll take some hammer tech. And I can pass on the rest of that. So moving on. Saving our blitz credits. We'll take the resistance catalysts. We'll take that actually. I think I'm doing great on these. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Moving on. Okay, we don't need any of these characters, so we're going to get some vaults, some arbs. And, you know, these are, you know, you might get something you want and you might not. Like for in this particular instance, that was really not anything we needed. Moving right along. I'll take that. Probably good there. Don't want to spend war credits on those. Yeah, so I'm good with that. We'll save our war credits. No. I got enough to get somebody to 6, but I just don't think. I'm thinking getting somebody to 7 might be even better. And I'm thinking Black Bolt. But I may just save them all until Maul hits there, and then raise him up as high as I can get him. Because that's the one weakness I feel like I have on the Black Order team, is that I don't have very many red stars on Maul. And he really needs the high focus, particularly when it comes to countering Phoenix. Okay, so 1 minute left on the war. So we're going to get ready to go in there and make a call. Gonna shut you, just gonna blind you for just a second. Don't worry. You didn't lose your eyesight. We're just waiting on this shindig to start. And while we do, we're gonna go ahead and start buying up energy. Energy that we are largely going to spend on farming superior basic catalysts. And there's our 1,000 energy for the morning, and here's the war. Excuse me. All right, so we're playing Space Coffee today. Sounds cool. Okay, so having a look at Space Coffee. what I'm seeing here. No buffs, heavy defense. No buffs, middling defense. No buffs, mixed defense. I'm not sure what they want to do there. Okay. If Flight Deck 3 had been significantly easier, I would have thought they were trying to bait us over there, and we would probably go Flight Deck 1. Because, like, stacking all that heavy shit right there, I mean, it makes it look like they're front loading, but it also makes it seem like there's probably some good shit right underneath this, and they're trying to discourage us from going this way. But there are some pretty heavy teams over here on Flight Deck 3 as well. Just a few, right? Quito over here has got Quito. Quito over here has some decent teams. So let's do what I always feel like, in the absence of any other information, is the best thing to do, and that's take the middle lane, and that way we can juke to one side or the other if we feel we need to make a move. We get more options this way. If you go left or right, and it turns out you need to go the complete other direction, then it's a lot of movement you got to make, and it's a lot of energy you might have to waste. So we're going to go right down the middle. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this up on Baxos. We need Dorn and Diesel. So we're going to check out Dorn and Diesel. We're probably going to end up checking out a lot of these guys, but this might be the way to go. Dorn is 2.6. Diesel is 2.6 as well. This may be the bait, but baiting in the middle makes no sense, really. Yeah. But I'm betting it's a crap room underneath. This is a weird setup. I haven't seen one like this. Usually things are a little more clear cut. So we're just gonna have to go down the middle and hope for the best and adjust as we see new things come open. Just the best I could do, because I couldn't really tell you, given this information, which would be better to go, left side or right side. So we're just gonna go down the middle, and we'll juke if we see some crap in our way. So let me look at those two guys again. Two, 6, 7. Pretty close. Looks like Diesel takes the cake for being lowest, but just barely. So really, it's probably going to be more about like who designed a better roster. And looking at these two, I see two meta teams here. You know, we'll loosely call Defenders a meta team, right? And over here, this guy does not have power armor. He does not have a supernatural. He does not have an Avengers team of any sort. Not that that's meta, but still, this guy's clearly not putting his characters together as intelligently. So we're gonna go Diesel TNT for sure, and I'll call that out. Also, this is a dumb name. Okay, so we'll call that out. I misspelled Diesel. And I don't really want to attack either of these teams. Maybe with Baxos. In fact, almost certainly with Baxos. So let's swap your view over. And we're going to swap you over to where you're looking at, this is Baxos. This is my my alt account. My brother played for, like a year and a half and then quit, about 4 or 5 months ago. Back at the start of the whole COVID thing. And I've been curating the account ever since. Because it's pretty useful, right? We just don't have a good recruit coming in yet, and basically I'm recruiting people, but I'm only recruiting people fast enough, barely fast enough, really not fast enough to cover the people that are leaving the game. So in some cases, we've got people carrying 2 accounts. We have one guy carrying 3 accounts, but I think we might have that kind of stress on his real life might have finally broke. So we need to get back to recruiting heavily. So I'm going to start making daily shouts in Casino's Discord, and we'll see what we can do from there. So what does Baxos have that Mike could take out a 284 Guardians team? It's going to really be dependent on who he focuses off the bat. But I think maybe we can get the jump on him with this Brotherhood. It's a solid punch up. We'll give it a try. If not, we'll clean it up with another energy in one of his minor teams that we would have otherwise wasted dropping boosts, which really isn't a waste, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let's blind these suckers. Get ourselves a taunt up. He'll clear all that. Oh, he did not get them all. But he didn't attack anyway. So that's pretty much all the benefit of the blinds. So now we need to get working. We're, of course, going to be attacking Drax, but we're going to hit adjacent targets. No Star-Lord on this team. That's a huge... So he doesn't have Star-Lord yet, is the most likely assumption you can make there, because otherwise he's just bad. You want to put, I mean, maybe he's got a better team that he could put Star-Lord with, but I don't think so. There we go. So 50K punch up or not, Brotherhood's going to handle this. I mean, eventually. It's a little bit of a slog right now. There we go. I don't think Groot's going to solo all 5 of us. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and he does have a 145K Asgard team behind that. And considering that that's with all the war buffs, like pretty much this guy has not worked an Asgard team at all. He's just put them together. So he does have them. Looks like he's actually worked Hela up to a decent degree. He needs to work on that Sif. Anyway, clearly he's not going to have a Black Bolt. So yeah, okay. So we're going to swap you back over to Vac. Actually, I mean, I can make an attack here. It'd be punched down. I'm not going to do that. We'll let some of the younger Mortys have a little fun running through there. Okay, so now back on Vac. We'll let the war ride for a moment, see how things develop. Ooh, I see what I should have done while I had you on Baxos. Definitely. Very definitely. Okay, so I'm going to just momentarily do that. Have a look-see at Baxos. I'm going to jump onto the war defense and put in some boosts. And I'd rather do that off camera. I don't think that our stream is in wide circulation on YouTube by any stretch of the imagination. But if, just in case, one of our opponents does happen to find this stream, I don't want them looking through it and finding our defensive layout, because I have no intention to change it. So just giving our buddy Skilled a few boosts at the end of his roster. And then we'll take back to the home page and swap over to him there, like so. And let's get back on with what we're doing, right? Let's play some Marvel Strike Force. So first things first is we're going to go to the Serendipity event, which we're almost surely full on, exactly. And then we're going to buy up our daily allotment of energy, which should be 900. If my clicky will cooperate. There we go. 900 is going to be exactly enough to fully farm out all 9 hard nodes. And I find that you know, I'm putting more cores into the game when I do this. But if it's a character I really want to get, like Domino, then I can do this every morning for just a few bucks, and I typically end up getting the character to 7 stars by the end, or a few times I've been like late 6, almost 7, not quite. And so that's a pretty good way to start. If you want to get you need a 6 or a 7 star character to really use them in most of the content that I'm playing with. So that'll be good. And especially because I'd like to make a video or two telling people my thoughts on it, just to see if we can't get some exposure on the channel. But I want to do a significant amount of play testing with this team at a good level. And so running around with a 30K is that's not really going to cut it for an in-game player. Okay, so we're done with Serendipity, and now we can go ahead and spend our regular energy. Let's see who we need to. We did finish Corvus. We did finish Captain Marvel. We got a full-on Thanos. Probably going to give him the next T4 and just finish him out. I want that moon to hit as hard as possible. I want to see some snaps. So that leaves Cull Obsidian, who I'm mostly going to be waiting on bone marrows for. But we do have other things that we need to farm here for him, including these damage catalysts. It's pretty much all catalysts. Oh, come on. We're so close. There we go. So we're just holding on. Looks like 6 bone marrow there. Here we need the whole shebang. Here we need the whole shebang as well. And bone marrow. So basically Cull's kind of on hold until we get an awful lot of bone marrow. So let's look at our city options here. These are the characters that we can take into Dark Dimension 3 and clear the city lanes. Now, 100%, we're going to have to make Spider-Man symbiote the receiver of the majority of our attention here. He's going to have to be the first one to 14. He's going to need to be the guy. He's going to do a lot of the work in that place. So what are we spending here? We're just spending focus catalysts. We're not going to be spending ABCs. Any kind of got a ton of that, and then stuff we have plenty of. Awesome. Okay, so no mini uniques, no superior basic catalysts, and no catalysts that we're going to need for Cull Obsidian. So let's go ahead and buy this piece of gear, and we'll check this next one, which we're probably going to be using a lot of damage catalysts on. It looks like just 30. Looks like just 30. Or maybe 60. Still, we'll have time to build Cull up again before we find any marrows, more than likely. And also, I don't know if we're going to use Cull Obsidian in Dark Dimension 2, right? I don't even know if a tank is worth it. Or Dark Dimension 3, excuse me. I don't know if a tank's worth it. You just go in there and die so fast, tank or not. Yo-Yo was good. Yo-Yo was helpful. Tank and Spank, I don't know about that. So we're going to go ahead and buy this. Because, before we can get Symbiote Spidey to 14, we have to get him to 13. So we're going to spend the rest of our energy here farming up superior basic catalysts. If we're lucky, we might get this. We're not. We're definitely not. But we'll get back to it later today. There will be more energy to come. All right, so let's do our donations now on both accounts. All right. Let's do our challenges. We could take another crack at that 12, but it's such a minor jump in your weekly rewards. And it's Saturday and I got shit to do after this, so we're gonna leave it for now. But we're going to get a one raid rotation or one blitz rotation in at least. We're going to do our raids. We're going to do DD3. Because it might be pretty late in the day by the time I manage to get back here to the computer. Okay, so before we start moving on, since I like to do my two accounts in tandem, we're going to swap you back over to Baxos. And now that you've seen, a little bit of how I go through my daily playtime with my whale, now you can see how I do with my free-to-play account. It's pretty similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to go do the Serendipity event. Instead of all 9 nodes, we're going to do 1 node. Knock out our challenges. I am betting that that one especially I could probably further along if I wanted to put the time in. Nate's nipping at my heels on World Warrior. Look at JD. Okay. So now on to his energy, which is largely about farming character shards right now, right? We don't do any character shard farming on VAC because we've already done them all. It's not that we didn't do them. We did them. So that's all he can buy. We just spend up what cores he has every day on energy. We really need just over 500. Well, just over 600. So that came out to exactly what we needed. So we have AIM Assaulter here. We are working the AIM team, and in the spirit of that, we're trying to get all these guys to at least 6 stars. And probably Assaulter here is the farthest behind. Looks like Security here could hit it any day now. Maybe today. Probably not, but maybe today. Not today. Not today. But again, just want to get them to 6 stars. Then we're going to back off, and then naturally we'll let, over the coming months, we'll let orbs get them toward the end there. And we'll move on and start working other characters, as there's plenty to work. It's like 130 some odd characters in this game. And ultimately, you probably, if you want to have a top-end roster that competes, then you really need about, 125 of them, probably at least, at a usable level. So it's just a hell of a lot of characters to raise, including Hela. So we want to be raising Hela because, number one, our Asgard team is awesome, and that helps out on the war defense. And number two, we want a Black Bolt. Falcon we're raising with some thoughts of possibly using him in Arena, but also just because he's a little behind his teammates on power armor, and we want to equalize them. Hand Assassin, we clearly need to get ourselves a Phoenix, and so we're working on that. And there you go. That was the last star we needed. We're gonna keep pushing her to 7 because we want a 7-star Phoenix, but most characters we would drop off right there. Stop working them. Favorite a different character for this rotation instead. And then, of course, I'm working Shocker off of the Sinister Six squad. Not today, apparently, but, and we're doing that just so Sinister Six is great for early to mid-game players for 2 reasons. Number one, it's a good niche team that you can use on war to take out. They can do pretty nice punch-ups against defenders. And number two, and more importantly, is having that team will allow you to unlock 2 legendaries, both Shuri and Invisible Woman. And that's just handy when there's so many teams that you need to raise. You might as well raise a team that gets you 2 legendaries, right? So it looks like we need to give a little bit of love here to Monstrosity. And we only have a little bit to give them, so that's good. But my luck on farming notes is just falling out of the bottom this morning. Here we go. I don't think that's enough, though. So moving on. Pick up the milestones, which I have not been pushing milestones very hard right now. That's why my gold is starting to accumulate on both accounts. So let's do a quick arena battle on Baxos. And theoretically, what we're looking for is something that doesn't have a Phoenix, that doesn't have, that's what we're looking for right there. Does not have, like, what is this? What is this team? That's it's 490K. That's why he's doing as well as he is. But let's see what we can do with that. Phoenixes are bad. Ultrons, I can do Ultrons sort of, but I'd rather avoid them. Because I got an Ultron. But Phoenixes are bad. Magnetos are pretty bad. Let's go right at Punisher with this burst DPS and hope that we can take him off the board. There we go. We're still going to eat a dinosaur. And Minerva did not survive it, so that's worrisome. That was the one character I really needed to get through this initial burst. We're going to play this out, obviously. We're not going to back out of an arena fight, but I don't like our chances now. I'll like them better if I can kill this guy. Let's definitely go ahead and get some defense ups and some death proofs down. Let's blind some of these suckers. There we go. Let's get rid of them. Probably Namor is the character most likely to take us apart at this point. So what we're hoping for now basically is that I can get a bunch of Ultron bots out, and we're going to top off with just a little bit of healing. That's not much, but we're going to go ahead and just hope that Ultron can hit critical mass, get 10 bots on the field, and just overwhelm these guys and basically solo them. And it's looking good. So it's a significant punch up, but it's a poorly built team. So we're going to take this arena spot. That should give us one robot and a bunch of defense ups. There we go. And then let's see, how many times do we have to kill this woman before she will go down? Just the one. That's nice. Just the one. Usually Nebula wants to keep coming back on you. I think yesterday at one point I killed her like 4 in a row and she kept coming back. It was pretty sick. I mean, just annoying, right? Wasn't going to win the fight, right? But the fight was good and lost at that point. Okay, so we got some orbs to pick up over here. Always some basic orbs to pick up. We'll have some on back too. Always some basic orbs to pick up after you spend a big wad of energy in the morning. That came out sounding a little dirty, didn't it? After you spend a big allotment of energy in the morning, you usually have some basics to pop. I mean, they don't really give a whole lot for me anymore, but it's more handy on the free-to-play account. And so it's kind of a catch-up mechanic. It doesn't help in-game players so much, but it helps everybody else. Basic orbs, just in general, kind of a catch-up mechanic. So what do we need over here? We're still pointing at Baxos, right? Yeah, we're pointing at Baxos. Need that. Everything else, not so much. But we'll just start stocking up on T4 catalysts. We know we're going to need them. We know, like, you'll have a big stack of them, and then you'll start actually seriously raising characters to 14 and 13, and you'll just run the hell out of them just as quick as you can be. You know, like, you think you got a ton of them, but you don't. They will be gone one day when you really start raising characters up to that level. Okay. So we definitely want Strife. We need to go raise Strife. We want Namor. Nah. Good there. Can't remember where he's at on these. Alright, that's about all I want there. Let's grab those orbs. Moving on. I think Heimdall comes out of some orbs. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. We're right now, let's just let's see about Deadpool. I was hoping for a Sif. Yeah, we're done with Nobu. Nobu sucks anyway. We'll take that. Take those. Save the rest of that for Sifs. Okay. I don't know. I mean, he's got enough for some gold promotions, but like, I'm not spending them on Captain America. I mean, I hate that, right? One of my favorite characters coming into this game, Captain America, but he's not somebody I'm going to put those resources into, because this is a game about resource management, and you just have to admit to yourself that as much as you hate it, Captain America is not the best tank in the game and does not deserve your resources. Only to a point. At this point, I'll raise my worst characters up to around gear tier 11, you know. Whatever. I got plenty of that shit. Not to imply that Cap is one of the worst. He's really just floating around in the middle. He's not bad. He's probably one of the better characters on the Avengers team right now. Alright, where is this orb that I missed? There it is. Training orbs. All right. So one last thing to do. Let's see about how does his shield team look. All 70s. Okay. How does his Asgardians look? All 70s. I seem to specifically remember doing that the other day. Brotherhood needs a little love, and he uses this team a lot. He's got Toad and Blob, but not to a level where I'd feel comfortable using them. And I'm not even putting I'm not even going to put any kind of stars into them. I mean, any kind of gear or anything into them until they get more stars, essentially. Okay, so let's go. We'll take each of these guys to 65. That'll burn up some of our money, excess money and training. We'll add a little more beef to our Brotherhood team, which we used in the war earlier with good success. And they punched up 50K on a team. We could have done this first. The way it works is that once the war starts, your defensive teams are locked, and any improvements that you put into them will go into them on the roster, but will not apply in the war. Oh, we're out of training mats. Shit. Okay. We'll come back to them. But that did finish out High Roller. And what did that give? What did that give us? Oh, milestone orbs, duh. All right. Get some catalysts. Take some T4 gear. And there you have it. Bob's your uncle. Off we go. So we're going to swap your view back over to VAC. And we're going to move on to the next portion of our gameplay session, which should be Raid. Looks about right. So let's get into U7 with both of these characters. There we go. So this is pretty much a fire and forget team, although on this node, they may stumble. We want to start off with Ronin. Summoners are way more dangerous than they used to be. And I'm going to stand up and stretch my legs a little bit. All right. So let's just get the old camera and monitor tilted a hair. Like so, and we're off and running. And I can stretch my legs. I have really gotten to enjoy this Apex desk. I really had never even considered a standing desk before. And somebody linked this to me, and I had to look at it. And it's a sitting desk that, I mean, obviously you just went along for the ride. You've probably seen it before. But it has electric motors in the legs. And can therefore transition from sitting to standing pretty easily. And it's a nice desk. I really never thought, you know, I'm a fat lazy guy, right? I never thought I would care much for a standing desk, but actually I think if I had to stand all the time, I wouldn't like it. But having the option to stand up for a half hour or so and stretch my legs and, you know, get my circulation going, you know, not have to worry about being that kid that sits there for 12 hours and gets a blood clot in his ass and dies as soon as he stands up, you know, that kind of thing. But really, my legs feel better, to be honest. And so it's nice. It's actually nice. I don't think a full-on standing desk would be a good thing for me, but having the option to swap back and forth between both is pretty choice, I have to admit. Let's get that Ronin off the field. Winds of Watum. Oh, he summoned. Not the end of the world, but Dead Ultron. All right. Looks like Jordan's up this morning and raising Mystique. I hope that all is well in Birmingham. All right. Straight at Nick on this one. Seems to be the way to go. Uh-huh. I don't even want to see that shield riot. I mean, that Merc riot guard, man. I have pulled 6 red stars on Merc riot guard for the last 2 days. Twice. It's pretty revolting. You know, once, okay, fine. You're gonna pull a damn minion every now and then, right? There's just too many of them in the game not to. But to pull the same one, ugh. Missed opportunity. Could have been a great day. It just sucks. It just sucks. Oh, me. I'm a little bit closer to an Elite 7, I think. No, I didn't even get that, did I? I didn't even get that. Or maybe I did. Maybe I did. Alright, so we're into the final section here. We might have to spend some raid energy, but I think we'll be able to finish out the lane. Alright, let's get them started, shall we? 12 seconds wasted. We'll be alright. Thing about this team, everything will be all right if you can just keep Minerva alive. It's pretty much any team you have Minerva on. Oh man, I just need one more energy to clear another node with Baxos, or to start clearing another node with Baxos. But he doesn't have it. Come back in 5 minutes. I only just now passed skilled in damage on this U7. So, I mean, he's doing an impressive amount of damage for a guy that low. I wonder what team he's using. I'm curious. We're probably not going to be able to kill her, but we'll start off going at Black Widow. So after that, I think we'll want to hit the energy battery. Good move. There we go. That should do him. Oh, me. So posting a recruitment video to Casino's Discord is a thought. Might get viewed more. I don't know. I got an infographic that I post, but it just gets buried. There seems like millions of alliances out there trying to utilize that Discord to recruit. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the cores in and we'll just finish this out now. And we can move on to the alpha raid after that. If we can one-tap this. It's not a given. Doing well today. We're doing well today. We haven't had a two-tapper yet. Oof. Come on, let's get that Danvers out of here. Sure, he's recovered. Nice. Very nice. So hello and good morning, if you're just joining us. My name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force today. We're in the middle of Ultimus 7 right now. We're at the end of Ultimus 7 right now. Oh no, my Ultron. And we're trying to finish this up. We're going to do our Alpha Raid next. Much the same. And then we might check the war in between. I did just get a notice. Nothing game related though. Nothing game related. So we'll check the war in between, and we'll of course have Dark Dimension 3 that we want to do this morning. So no Ultron, but we might still be able to finish off this node. Black Bolt is the majority of the damage. Yeah, there you go. Even with the drop downs, I like our odds. Nice. Hey, look at there. Look at us go, huh? So yeah, we are playing on autoplay, and I'm just curating targets, making sure they're attacking an intelligent target. You know, when I'm not distracted on the other side of the screen, but yeah, we want to just get through this as fast as possible, and this is not really that difficult content. This is a base U7, U7-1, and at this point, I mean, if I have the energy and the time, I can easily clear a node. We're at 60%, 5 hours left on it. So yeah, we could, if we could handle some attendance issues and maybe do some recruiting, we could very easily find ourselves 100%ing this, and we might stay at 100%ing that for a while. We'd do the next difficulty level just to get the first time rewards, but it really looks like 100%ing that would be better than 30%ing the next one. Possibly even better than 60%ing the next one, from what I hear. So yeah, that's what we would go for, obviously. Slow and steady is how Shield wins the race. Slow and steady. They sped up a little bit when they got Coulson, no doubt. That much I cannot deny. So look like this is in pretty good shape. What's that? Okay, I do have an enemy war room unlocked message on my phone, so we're going to go straight over to the war and leave this raid for now. I said the wrong button, didn't I? You fool. All right. So that's that down, and sure enough, as I worried, we have cargo bay behind it, but that's okay. So we're going to see here, Cro-Mag and Commander Bub. Commander Bub. Look here, Bub. So we'll check these two cats out. Man, whatever. We're going to power right through this. Cro-Mag is 4-3. Bub is 4-4. So Cro-Mag it is. And if we wanted to jump sideways here and clear this room full, if we don't like what's underneath it, we easily can do that. These guys ain't that tough. All right, so we're going to call that room. There we go. Well, let's see what Cro-Mag's got. He's got a 294 blah nothing team, and he's got a 439k Asgard team. Now that is pretty serious, especially with all of the cargo bay buffs that they're going to get. I mean, that's really serious. Like that's a tough team right there. So we're going to take one of our good teams and we're going to leverage it in there. That's not the one, though. Honestly, I think this is a job for Black Order. It's a good punch down. But it's going to be a pretty big punch up for my symbiotes. And I just don't think that they're up for the task. Let me ruminate on it for a second. No 7 stars. Let's take a real good look at our attack roster. But I'm still coming back around to Black Order if we're going to one-tap this. X-Men could do it. There might be a decent argument that X-Men would be better to blow than Black Order at this point. It's less of a punch down. Yeah, okay. Fantastic Four might be able to pull it off. Yeah, let's do X-Men. Small punch down. Less sure than perhaps Black Order, but more saved resources. A lot of it is, of course, how does this opening combination go? What kind of buffs does she spread? It's not as big a deal with this team because she's just going to take them all onto herself, and we'll take that buff or that taunt off of Scott. That's terrible. We didn't want that. All right, we'll start charging up Storm. Good. We'll spread some more taunts around. It'll make this a little easier. I'd like to be targeting 4, but that's not going to work. Maybe we can here in a bit. For now, we'll just go with Hela. We're killing the hell out of Greg, but that's not what I want to do. All right, so I'm not going to taunt with Peter right now. We're going to put an offense down on Hela. We'll force her into stealth. I'm going to use Phoenix to try to take that taunt off of Sif. Here comes the Dark Phoenix summon. That gets rid of Hela. Heimdall's really not high on my priority list right now, but that'll take care of all that. Okay. So then we'll health drain, burn some of those dodges. All right. Let's just hit them all with an AE there. That's definitely going to hurt. So we'll extend everything we got, this defense up and this taunt. Here comes the hammer. Little cannonball special. And then just us and Loki now. Okay. Handled. Good afternoon, Mr. Sander. Yeah, that was not a very well composed team. It was high strength. I thought, well, that'll be a good one for somebody. So I'm glad you enjoyed that good victory in the morning. So I held on to my Black Order, and I spent my X-Men on that team instead. And it looks like he doesn't have a whole lot behind it. So that's probably going to be down to the rest of the Mortys at this point. So I'm going to jump back over into Raid. Good job, everybody. Good job. So we haven't started Blitz yet. We still got to do Dark Dimension 3. Look at that. Corvus shards. 3 serendipity orbs to spend. That's good. For to open. Don't really need I didn't really need those 2, but we'll take the 15 domino shards. She's probably getting close to 6. And that's good. All right, so we were in the Alpha Raid. We're just cruising into the end here, it looks like. We got a lot of heavy guys in this particular wing. So it's probably getting full cleared yet. Getting blowed up this morning. All right. No, Thomas, I am done with the global nodes. I finished those up yesterday. And we're now doing Cosmic. I'm about halfway through the first Cosmic node. I took a little chunk off of it. I didn't get them all killed. So hello, if you're just joining us, good morning. My name is Vac. We're here playing some Marvel Strike Force. You found your way to Mortytown TV. My guild in this game is the Mortytown Locos. And we're in the middle of a war today. I have 6 characters to choose from on Cosmic. I'll show you the configuration that I'm using. And I'm still just experimenting, right? Still just experimenting, but as I recall, it was Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, Maw. I can't remember exactly after that. Thanos, and I want to say Corvus, maybe? I can't remember. But we have a number of options. We have Black Bolt as Cosmic. We have Captain Marvel Cosmic. And then we have 4 of the 5 Black Order. Everybody but the tank. And largely that's just been me raising the Black Order to 14 because I'm using them in Arena now. And I try to cap whatever characters I'm using regularly in Arena. Yeah, oh, definitely mostly Black Order. Yeah, and then, like I say, it's just because I'm raising Black Order for Arena, and I thought, well, they can fill in on the Cosmic nodes. And I'm starting to raise city characters now. Yeah, this is an incomplete Black Order team, so Thanos is doing the tanking. But it's helpful with Maw there. All right, so that's the end of this. That's all we can. That's all the damage we're going to do on this raid. And yeah, like I said, we kind of got overloaded over here. These are 3 or 4 of our toughest accounts. Okay, so that done. Take a quick look at the war. I'm curious to see what's popped up now. Pretty much nothing. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We already had 2 of those teams down. Oh, yeah, Minerva. That's right. I got Minerva in there. I absolutely do have Minerva in there. It was Minerva, Thanos, Maw, Black Bolt, Captain Marvel. That's who I'm using. Minerva is actually a huge part of it. She's just as good in DD3, it seems like, as she was in DD2. She does good damage when she uses her ultimate, and she pretty much heals everybody close to full when she uses it. So really now, I kind of wished I had some kind of better energy generation for her. I gonna have to swap her around, put her next to Thanos, probably, because that was the one thing that was hurting me yesterday. I only got 1 attack in there, but that was my impression. Okay, so we're gonna check where we're at in arena. Nobody hit us at all last night. We're still in 2nd place, and I'm not gonna take 1st. Yeah, it's gonna take time. You'll be a while just getting through. Just take your first 5 characters through there, and just that first section where you can use anybody. It's gonna take you a month. I mean, I just don't see it taking any less than that. That 3rd node alone I was on it for 2 or 3 weeks. So we don't need arena. So that pretty much does leave Blitz, I think. Let's take a look here. Arena and Blitz, that's what we need. So arena later, Blitz now. So we'll do a Blitz rotation, and then we'll do Dark Dimension 3. And hopefully by that point, I can get myself back into the war. So a lot of tanks. So I'm going to hit this right side over here where I can hit 2 of his DPS. We're going to offense down Cable. Nothing to flip, so I'm just going to basic right back into that right side again. We will buff up. We'll smack that left side with Corvus, who wrecks shit. All right. So Asgard. Not a lot of good choices there. We'll take a chance on Power Armor. So, best way to take this team apart would be to have them kill their own rescue. She barriers up. I didn't kill her. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. So even though they go with a fairly inefficient order on their abilities, they've pretty much taken this one home. So we're going to preserve our 8-3 and retreat now. And we'll just move on to the next team. You know, you do just a little more damage, and you take down Rescue in that opening barrage, and it's a whole different match. Alright, so we're going right at Iron Fist. Oh my God, Daredevil! Why don't you just wreck me? 7 Red Star Iron Fist. So now if we get good rolls on resurrections here, then we'll be okay. Let's pass some slows around. Oh, never mind. We're screwed. Next team. See Night Nurse, fight Night Nurse. There's no shame in losing. You know, you take a shot at one, things don't go your way, you just back out quick and move the hell on. Alright, so Rescue doesn't have as many people to buff. So let's get rid of Night Nurse really fast. Which I'm pretty sure I can do even with a barrier. So Hulk killed Johnny. Captain America's trying to ruin our day. Thankfully, Hulk taunted again. Ugh. I've seen enough of that. I need some big hits out of Ben. For sure. But he's low on energy. Okay. Let's get rid of this taunting, energy passing around. I can do this all day. Tank. There we go. Alright, so that was a close win, but it was a win nonetheless. All sound like good projects, Thomas. Alright, so moving on to the Inhumans. Actually, let's backpedal. Nope. Damn you, JJ. All right, pretty tough rando team. Nothing to sneeze at for sure. Danvers nearly won the whole thing for him right there. So we get the wombo combo going and everybody melts. Still so good. Only made better by the addition of Ironheart. So, X-Men and then Shield. And then we'll check the war again. Keep pushing this thing up. Get a couple more rotations in across the day today. We'll be up around 10 million, no problem. No problemo. Okay. We'll let them know who to attack by only showing them one person. We'll start building up charges on Storm. Perfect. Thank you, Peter. You sealed your doom. All right. And to wrap up the rotation, Shield. Yeah, let's go with this weird combination. Deadpool's a really good character now, but not without Domino on the field. Hulk is very dangerous, but less so without somebody around to heal him back up above 50% health. That's really the way you rock ass with Hulk, man. You drop below 50, you get the offense up, you get the free turn, and then somebody heals you right back up, and then the next time you get hit, it happens again. So with Punisher here, I'm going to go ahead and just give everybody a defense up, and I'm going to hold on summons until after he uses his ability. We're going to try to take him down before he does, but that's not a guarantee. Well, okay, never mind. That was easy as peas. That was easy as shit. Screw Frank Castle. He's a pushover. Okay, so let's hit Crossbones rather than Hulk. His explosion does not hurt the way that it used to, but it still does damage. Okay. So we'll hold off on Blitz there for now. Just to be sure, we're going to check Arena one more time. Still second place. So it might be time for Dark Dimension 3. And it is. Because Chromag still looks pretty easy to clear, but I got nothing that I want to punch down that far with. So Dark Dimension 3 we'd go to get our daily dosage of getting our teeth kicked in. So here we are. We're almost done with this first cosmic mission. They don't have a lot of health at first. They get really hard a few in. Yeah, I have the same. I have a 7 red star crossbows, and he was 6 red stars for a long time. I think he was one of my first 6s I pulled, and he was good at first, man, way back in the day. But by the time red stars came out, even having him at higher red stars didn't help that much. And now, yeah, he's just nothing, man. He's basically just my profile pick. Okay, so going into Cosmic, this is the team as we're rolling with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Minerva over here next to our energy generation. So it's almost a 500k team. This would be a good team under any circumstance. So I'm just hoping they can do okay in here. And we did okay yesterday, right? We didn't roll through a node and one after the other or nothing. We just made good progress on this one node. But this final drop of characters here toward the end did sort of put us away. So I'm gonna hit Rocket. Black Bolt finishes that off. All right, so now we got a charged Storm. We got a seriously charged Cyclops. Yeesh. All right, so I'm going to forego the heal for the moment and going to taunt. And I'm going to let Minerva do the healing. That nearly got him. We'll throw some buffs up. Okay. And we're getting toward the end now. So what we're going to do here is, this is the last good move we're going to use. And now we're going to try to basic these guys down and save our abilities. That worked out okay. So that's one more node down. Good amount of gold as the victory reward. Moving on to the next one, which is going to give 200 T4 ability mats, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to give him Mega Orb 2 or whatever, but who gives a shit? So moving on. Everybody's at full health. We're in good shape. Let's keep this team rolling. Thus far, I have to say the third node is the hardest. Like, I've gotten hung up for a long time on nearly all of them. I mean, at least a few days, right? So it's 2 days on that node. That first cosmic node, I started it yesterday. I just finished it. But there have been nodes I've been on that took me nearly a month. That third one in particular. It was 3 weeks and change if it was a day. So we get a taunt up. Let's hit Black Widow while she's not stealthed. Resisted all that. That's perfect. So we're going to hold off on the heal. This should top everybody off, and it's going to do good damage. So let's do this. 10 flat % off of everybody. All we got to really do is keep her alive, and she'll get them down over time. It's even better than Phoenix. So yeah, let's go after Wanda. We'll heal for Thanos' sake. See what kind of good Black Bolt can do us. Hell yeah. Alright, so Colossus just taunted and ruined our day. Maybe Captain Marvel can finish him off. Or at least make him a dead man walking with all those bleeds. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So let's buff up. Get that taunt reapplied. Let's try to finish off this symbiote. Bye-bye, Carnage. Okay, let's get Vision. Okay, I want to switch to Wanda now. She's going to start equalizing health pools and throwing deflects up, and I just can't have that. I'm fine with her extending debuffs that don't exist. That's fine. But what she's going to do next is going to ruin my day, so we're going to kill her. Okay, so I need to taunt here as opposed to self-healing right now. We got other heals in the group. And I'm going to need to throw one of them out here pretty quickly, no doubt. Unfortunately, that woman is ability blocked. So let's hope, here's hoping Maw can do something. Nope, no, next turn. But hell, next turn we'll have other options as well. Alright. We do have the self-heal. There we go. There we go. And now just to top everybody off and hit all these new people, we'll go ahead and use that drain. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to put the single target damage toward Carnage. Love it. Love it. And we're going to move over to Vision. Now in these modes where, let's hold off on that. Let's buff everybody. In these modes where, drops are going to fall in depending on who you kill, it can be beneficial to kind of get everybody to half health and then start killing people. if you have them at a manageable number. Because, you know, you can get some drops in the middle of something like this. You kill the wrong one of these guys, the next group jumps in. Next thing you know, you're facing 10 full people, and you get overwhelmed. It can happen. So we're going to start passing some damage around. Ah, you dodging bastard. I'm going to reapply our taunt, because that's basically what's keeping this whole thing working. And it's working okay. We have not had to resurrect anybody yet. If we can keep this rolling, we might be able to clear the whole node. I don't want to jinx myself. Still going to hold on to that because we're doing pretty good on heals. So let's keep hitting vision. Little love for Sabretooth. Still good. Okay, now we'll throw it out there. We're just spreading the love around. We're wearing everybody down. I mean, Logan's hiding in there. I know. I see him. But I got to do something about these taunts first. All right. Let's hold off on that. Reapply our taunt. Get rid of him. I'm waiting to see a drop. No drop yet, so we'll buff everybody. Try to keep those defense ups intact. We'll take this opportunity to start wearing out Wolverine. And we'll save Minerva's ultimate until there's a few more people on the field. Nice. There we go. There we go. Okay, so who do we want to focus here? The speed. Definitely the speed before she stealths. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. So we have 7 on the field, 12 total. I'm still going to hold this another turn because we don't really need to heal. So let's just pepper away at these guys. Okay. Now we hit them with it. Full heal ourselves. Do some damage to them. We'll reapply that taunt. Keep this train rolling. So this strategy is working well. He's back down close to half health. and the defense ups are off. I'm going to hold on the heel. I think he can live another turn if we give him a defense up, especially. All right. And also, I think he has his self-heal to fall back on as well. He does. So we will hold on Maw's heal. And we'll keep hitting Wolverine back there. And there we go. Let's see if we get a drop off that. Doesn't look like it. Let's wait for that last drop. This is definitely a manageable amount of DPS. We can just kind of wear these guys down. We're going to drop them all to about even health. No taunts to save them. Oh, get off my face. So many Wolverines on his face. Alright, let's heal you up. See if we can start whittling these chodes off the board. Definitely give everybody their buffs. Can't get enough of those defense ups. And there's that final drop. So these are our final 8 characters of the node. And so now if we can handle what's going to come at us right here, then we'll be able to make it. So now we're not going to spread love around now. We're going to take characters off the board as fast as we can. I am deeply regretting that I don't have a taunt up right now. At this critical moment. It makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. So now Wanda's going to be a big one we want to hit, but I do want to get this Deeps out of here, but they're probably going to get killed with splash damage from all of this mess. Dang, I'm feeling like we're going to be alright, but let's go ahead and use it. We'll hold on to his heal. Taunt back up, and I think we're going to be able to full clear this node in one tap. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Top off his life. Okay, now we're going to start getting conservative and trying to just keep it to basics. I am going to go ahead and use this heal, drain them out, and top us off. But then we're going to start conserving energy. Can't dodge forever, Vision. And there we go. Single tap that node. The first time I have single tapped a node in Dark Dimension 3. And we're gonna get instead of waiting a week, we're gonna get these 200 tier 4 mats today. That's awesome. That's fantastic, in fact. So now it gets a little harder. You can see that we've gone from around, like, well, that was like, last one was what? That was something in the area of 10 million, something in that effect. 15 million, I guess. Now we're going to 19 million. 19 million health. I really think that last one was really done around 12 or 13, but yeah, so here's the thing. We're going to put those 200 points into Thanos. So let's see about doing that right now. This will upgrade his energy bomb, and more importantly for me, it's going to upgrade his moon drop. Whatever they call it. And that's a fully capped out Thanos, who's now our toughest character. Has jumped Black Bolt. 112,000. So we'll post this. We're going to post this a little later after the stream to the Discord and let everybody else enjoy that as well. That's nice. That's nice. What if I put a 7th star on him? What if I use my gold upgrades from all this to make him 7 red stars? How about that thought? I'm going to mull that over. All that I know is that I am inevitable. Okay, so let's see what's going on in the war real quick, and then we'll jump back into DD3 with our new and improved badass Thanos. What a terrible shield team. That is a number that I would go after, but I'm pretty sure that one of our Mortys can take that out with a 70k punch up. That's a terrible team. It's a waste of a good Coulson. It's a waste of a good Quake even. So yeah, that sucks. I'm sure one of y'all can take that. Oh, what a terrible team. So we're going to head back over to DD3 and try to get some more of these good rewards. I'm back in the war again. What am I doing? Dark Dimension 3. Okay, so same team, full health. We can cycle in the power couple if we need to. We're going to hope that we don't need to. Okay, so this is 8 characters staring us in the face, so this could get bad. They got a couple, oh man, they got a Sentry and a couple of Juggernauts. This could get bad. So let's see how we do. Let's try to get the sentry down first. Pass some buffs around. Let's go ahead and lay some damage in and top everybody off. That's what she's here to do. Alright, so now we got the Juggernaut taunts to deal with. They are going to hit Thanos hard, no doubt about it. Pumpkin bombs, double pumpkin bombs. Oh my gosh. Oh, hang in there, Thanos. How about that? Love it. Alright, so we got that one down. Let's try to hit Hawkeye here. What do you say? Okay. Let's all just stop hitting Black Bolt, please. Let's get Deadpool out of here. Taunt for sure. Taunt for sure. Alright, we're going to heal up and drain them down a bit. Let's see about finishing off Mr. Richards here. Close. We'll actually leave him right there and let splash damage finish him off. And we will start applying the big DPS to Green Goblins. She's getting so much energy. I'm just going to keep using these. Does good damage. Now I'm torn. I want to hit Sentry and I want to hit Falcon. And I know before long I'm going to be hitting Juggernauts. Shit. Let's see if we can kill one of these jugs. Hopefully the bleeds will get him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, hit Thanos. Alright, we're in a precarious position. We're still okay there. That's alright. We'll bring him right back. This is dangerous, though. And I can't taunt right now. Now they're all getting speed buffs. Yeah, we're fucked. So the question is, do I try or do I just save my stuff for the second run? I'm opting for saving, obviously. Just going to basic out as much damage as we can. On to Hand Sentry. All right, let's try that again. So taunt up. Let's kill Sentry. Buffs up. Oh my god, he keeps doing that. Alright, let's top everybody off. Or well, everybody but Thanos. Let's definitely lay this damage in. Oh, that hurt. We have got to get rid of Falcon. He is killing us. Heal up. Love it. Hey man, we're having a fair fight here, man. Why are you people just jumping in? Oh damn you, Deadpool. C'est la vie. That is life in Dark Dimension 3. Such a brutal node. We were riding pretty high on being able to one-tap that early, but that's an early node. They're not as hard. Like when you switch gears to the new type, you know, when we went from global to cosmic, it went from like a node that had like 30 million health to a node that had like 9 million health. It was just like nothing in comparison. And so, yeah, we're gearing back up to difficult, right? This one's 19 million overall. The next one's going to be 32, right? After that, we move to city, and it drops all the way to 3 million. Goes from 7, 12, and then back up to 24. So hopefully we can do well. I've heard people, Casino said that he just basically ran through all the city nodes in a couple of days. So that'll be nice if we can pull that off. But right now, made some good progress on city. I mean on cosmic, and we get another nice gold reward for this one. So we'll work on that tomorrow. Let's see what we got as far as orbs after that. I know that opened some gold orbs up. That first node we cleared. Close to a mil. Got us up to 8. I love it. Oh man, oh man, how nice would that have been a month ago? Thank you very much, gang. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's our 14th Ultimus Orb. So we've done our raid, we've done our blitzes. Stormcloud thinks he's stupid sometimes. We're still at second in arena. Let's check. Does that mean he attacked the wrong room or something? What? Oh, the wrong guy. He's beating himself up awful hard. I mean, there's a very real possibility we don't even finish this room. It's pretty low value, but we probably will. Oh, he did 8 nodes in one stream with $100 worth of cores. Well, that helps, right? 8,000 cores would help a lot. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll buy cores $100 at a time, but they last me a while, right? Like I ride on them. I ride on them for a while. So yeah, I'm probably not doing that. Okay, so Storm is on that last team. Probably a pretty easy win if he's got something up there in that relative range. But we can. It's an hour until more free energy. And I'll call that room offline. So with the absence of any further activities that I can do to advance the account, so I guess that's probably going to be the end of Mortytown TV for the morning. I'm going to get off here. I'll keep up with the war on my phone. I got some stuff to do around the house and some family I'd like to see. Hadn't seen them all week. And then if I get bad RNG, I can redo a node. Yeah, I'm aware. It hasn't happened to me early enough that I would want to restart. Basically, just roll with it. We'll get back on it tomorrow. So anyway, this is going to conclude Mortytown TV for the morning. We'll be back tonight for an evening stream. Until I see you again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.